I'm looking for people who are not lazy, who want to change the world, who want to make an impact, okay? If you're watching this video because you're like, I want to do something, I actually want to create types of action which the independent media, which people in the truth communities may not always give to you, or maybe they're leading that direction, they're sharing great knowledge, but you're still like, man, what is the action I need to take? What is it that we actually need to do as humanity? Well, you probably ran into the perfect video, because I am developing a series of strategies and projects and movements to make that possible. And yes, I've studied many different books about these topics of changing the world, and I think it's possible, but the conversation alone is not even independent media. I don't even see it within my own network. We call it the One Great Work in my network, the One Great Work Network. But what is that work? Do we really embrace that work? You know what I see, and you can get angry all you want, I see so much laziness and distraction, and I'm busy, I can't do it, from a lot of people. And this is not people necessarily in the network. The people in the network are putting out content, but other people who want to put out content but they haven't yet, they have these excuses, and it keeps going and going, and they put this in their own head, and they realize that there's work that has to be done, but still they put their everyday work in front of that. Still they put their excuses in front of that, and then the world keeps getting worse. So I'm not here to necessarily motivate you, but I'm looking for people who can collaborate on the projects that I'm providing, because I'm making it really, really stinking easy for you. Okay? I made a newspaper where anybody can contribute, and all you have to do is write out something. It doesn't even have to be more than 100 words, for goodness sake. And I know there's some requirements, but generally speaking, it is really simple, and I'll even make a video, narrate it, and put images all for you and what you deliver to me. You can stay anonymous if you want. Another project is a summit. If you feel like you have a life experience with something, or you have an expertise on a particular subject, I'm inviting speakers to this huge summit where everybody gets together and you can share your resources. I look for collaborators. I'm actively reaching out. I'm actively going to political parties, to everything you can name, to try to find opportunities to change the world. And yes, I've tried things. Some things have failed. Some things have ended in crazy confrontations, but the point is that I'm trying. And a lot of people, again, get angry all you want, are not trying, or a lot of people are ignoring these opportunities that I'm delivering. But it's essential that we get together first and foremost, yet we can't even have any movement without it. We can't do anything without collaboration. If you look at the people who are in charge, who are the elite, the people who run things in this world, what do they have? They have this fantastic network, this fantastic structure of a system that they created to control everybody else. If you want to tear down that structure, you need a little bit of structure to do that. You need to build a boulder strong enough to break through the wall. And that requires effort, not just to get that boulder, but to push it. And we need multiple people to push that boulder up several uphills if we have to, because of all that's going on in the world that's stopping us from making that progress. So, like I said, I can maybe motivate you and inspire you through my works, and I have this moral obligation to produce my works. I don't want to just force you to do something you don't want to do. I have a purpose. I feel it is essential to do this work. But that being said, there's something called the great work, and that is even above normal work, and that is ending slavery. That is freeing the minds of people. That is opening their eyes to new information and new things they've never heard before, new things that, well, frankly, we know that a lot of people don't want to hear. But the point is that if we're together on it, we can show it, we can deliver it to more audiences, to people who need it. And just like you and how you got to this knowledge, maybe you were ignorant at first, it will eventually come their way. And at least it will be there for them when they're ready. Because things are going to change in the world, and so will their mind. And maybe they'll be vulnerable and susceptible to the tides and turns of life. But there will be times where wake-up calls will come into their life, where they'll be like, wow, maybe you were right about this subject, and you need to be there to stand for the truth if you do see the truth, as you do see and hopefully try to know. But, like I said, having more people than just you will put the pressure off of you, and will help you get your message out there and help support everybody else in the process at the same time. So, I have a summit and I have a newspaper. I have separate videos on that. I'll leave that in the description below. What I'll also leave in the description below is a movement website that I created with a learn button and an action button. I recommend looking at this because statism, which is among the learn button, hits at the root cause to all change in society. If you want to change things, you're somebody who researches the rabbit hole all day, knows everything about certain topics. I'm telling you, you need to understand what statism is. It's at the root to everything. Yes, there is something that can literally reverse all the problems you see manifested in the world today. You have to hit it at the cause. Then, once you do that, you hit the act button. You can see that that's a whole nother ballgame. Is what do we do to act, right? That's a whole nother type of knowledge. And that's one where I seek critique. I seek the conversation. That's one where we have to collaborate and strategize because it depends on the circumstance and the environment. But if we have a movement, we amplify our voices together, it just makes the process a whole lot stinking easier. So I'll leave that in the description below as well. I'm always providing updates on my YouTube channel, on all my channels, Brighteon, BitChute, you name it, trying to get the word out there, doesn't matter where it is, and I hope you can join me in this process. I'm not looking for people who are ignorant or lazy and don't want to do this work. I'm looking for people who actually want to do something. Thank you very much.